podcast in the history of podcasts.
You are watching Wrestling with Savage! But of course,
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, Smackdown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage. What?
I'm trying to give these two WWE legends.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you're ready for Wrestling with Savage. This is episode 84, and I am here with Jay. Shout out to Gilch and Dave. They can't be here tonight. But yes, we are live, and Raw is coming to you live tonight from Toronto, Canada. And I was pretty excited for tonight's show overall. Jay, were you actually... were you excited at all about this show?
I don't care about those mother Canuckers there in Toronto.
Oh.
So.
Okay. So you weren't hyped up at all. I mean, we had a good break from wrestling. Did you watch SmackDown real quick before we get into Raw? I don't even know if you watched SmackDown or not. I missed it completely. I saw highlights, and you know what? It looked like I didn't miss anything. And from the card that I saw on Rampage, it was like maybe a miracle that I didn't get to see either show completely, because it sounded like a fucking disaster.
I wouldn't say disaster. I would just say it didn't live up to the hype as last week.
Hype? What hype? There was hype?
Well, yeah, let's face it, the return of Karrion Kross, and then a week later it drops to shit. I mean, I would call it a big drop.
Oh no, I was talking about AEW Rampage, but for hype. But yeah, Karrion Kross of course has hype. Yeah, he definitely has hype. He's a fucking beast. Let's get some fucking music playing on this fucking show. Might have some friends of mine tuning in tonight. I don't know if they're watching it or not. And I really don't fucking care because this is Monday Night Raw. Yeah, go ahead. Talk while I look for some music real quick.
I want to shout to all my fans there that were blowing me up this past weekend with my mailbox full and saying, "Oh my God, I love the review that you did on AEW. You spoke the truth about that piece of shit, Kenny Omega returning, and that piece of shit main event. I'm glad you spoke the truth, Jay. At least you had some sense. So shout out to all my fans that just wrote all those emails. I saw all of them. Love you all."
Okay, Jay got, he got flooded with emails from the fans, about the truth that he was laying down. But tonight we're going to lay down Monday Night Raw, like I said. Kicking off from Canada, you had Seth Rollins and Riddle absolutely going at it. The show's in its usual fashion now in the Triple H era. We start off Raw with immediate action. They're fighting, they're beating each other up in the gorilla position. Officials are trying to break it up. The fight ends up spilling out into the arena, and then ringside with Riddle. He does a flying body press off the barricade, taking out Rollins, taking out some of the security guard. Raw got some real shitty pyro tonight. I don't know if you would agree, Jay. I've seen plenty of pyro in Raw's history, and it just looks so weak, the pyro they're laying down right there. I mean, what is that? How do you kick off Raw like that? Where is the alarms? Where is the Raw is War? Where is the war zone? Where is the fucking smoke? That place should be filled up with fucking smoke, man. Triple H, I know you're a fan of the Attitude Era, and you were there, goddammit, so you remember it well. Bring us back to that fucking feeling when Raw kicks off that shit's about to go down. Instead, what do we get, Jay? Did it look like a war zone out there? Or did it look like a fucking beauty salon on 9th Avenue with a bunch of ladies coming out with their nice hairdos, not even throwing a fucking punch, and just doing this? Fucking yapping away. We get Trish Stratus on her way to the ring, says it's good to be home, but not Toronto. It's, she even disses Toronto. I'm not talking about Toronto. I'm talking about in this ring. I always feel like I'm home when I'm in the ring between these ropes. Blah, blah, blah. Bayley comes out interrupting Trish. She told us she's been doing a lot of thinking lately. Bianca comes out and says she does not need to defend Trish. Trish can defend herself. Bayley takes off her jacket, says, "I know you're a little stupid, but we have 3 and you have 2. Trish says, "Simple math. Me and Bianca make 2. And then out comes Alexa and Asuka. Now Trish says that makes 4. Bayley says, "I'm going to let you all slide tonight, We'll see you 3 idiots at Clash at the Castle." Trish says, "That's if you make it there." Here's what I say. What is this shit, Jay? What is this shit? I was devastated as a Monday Night Raw fan, as a wrestling fan. I don't give a fuck about Trish Stratus right now. She can have her moment, but why are we kicking off the show? And first of all, why is she even coming back? Do we really even need her? What is she even doing here? Why? Why is this needed? This is just Triple H hooking up another friend. Just like we hooked up Road Dogg. We fired fucking Jeff Jarrett. We fucking hired fucking Road Dogg. Now you have D-Generation X pretty much running Monday Night fucking Raw. The insane patients are running the insane asylum, Jay. Do you understand what I'm talking about? This was a 0-star, by the way. Go.
Way back to the beginning before I get there. I'm going to start off with the I'm going to start off with a pyro. I kind of agree and disagree with you on that.
Okay.
I agree it is weak. I think it started getting weak after Roman won the belt from Brock at WrestleMania. The pyro from his entrance got weaker and weaker.
Yes.
And it just seemed to got weaker for everybody else. Seth, Always, you name it. It just got weaker. I don't think it has the big pop, but let's also face it that they did give us a nice intro on camera showing us the pyro. Now, it wasn't the same as Raw or War back in the 90s, but it was nice to see that. So I did like seeing that difference tonight. I'm going to go into the Riddle and Rollins. I think it's just fucking unnecessary. Basically unnecessary for them to fight. I found it pointless, but whatever. I guess it's to get eyeballs paying attention. Now I'll go into Trish Stratus. Now, I think I'm starting to see a trend, which we'll talk about later, about the next guest that's going to be on Raw next Monday. I think it's just basically just to get ratings. But let's face it, nobody in Toronto really gave a shit what Trish Stratus had to say. And I didn't really give a shit either. If you notice, when she was talking, she really had nothing to say. I felt like she was off cue. I felt like she was trying to just kill that feed good line. And nobody was really going for it. Nobody was really popping. I felt she was miscued. I felt she was a little off. And Bayley was to the rescue. I think Bayley saw it. I think everybody in the back saw it. I mean, let's face it. You may love this ring and you may feel good at home, but it's over, sweetheart. You're almost 50 years old. You're going to forget a thing or two. And I think she did, and I think it proved it tonight. As you could saw, she was kind of hesitant on certain parts.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
did I like it? I did like Bayley. Like, what are you doing here? Nobody cares about you. I thought Bayley came off strong. She took the opportunity. But let's face it. I think Kyoto Kai came off strong as well. She had a line that said, nobody cares what you have to say. I thought it really struck. I thought she got a pop. Even Hero Sky got a pop. So with that, I'll give it 1 star.
Okay. 1 star. The fact that you even gave it 1 star just tells me volumes. That you're even giving these people any fucking credit, because this shit was a complete fucking shit show. It's the worst thing I've seen on Monday Night Raw opening in a while. It was fucking horrendous. But yeah, 1 star, that's you. I understand. Probably because there was only 1 star in the fucking ring, right? Let's be honest, right? Bianca Belair was probably the only star in that fucking ring. No? Not even?
Not for me.
Who are you giving the 1 star to then? Dakota? Bayley?
I'll give it to Dakota.
Dakota? I'm sorry, your girl Dakota looks weak. She looks like a little fucking...
She's one of the strongest females on the roster. Right?
I'm pretty sure she's actually one of the weakest ones.
Dave Messler said...
Dave Messler's a fucking idiot, and you can tell him I said that. Savage is here tonight. You're not getting Greek. You're not getting George. Tonight you're getting Savage. I'm sick of it. How are you not sick of it? This shit is shit. How do you cheer for some of these fucking wrestlers? They're so fucking bad. Why?
NXT. I'm born NXT. Man.
Who cares? They don't. They suck there too. Some of these fucking.
They don't suck. They're some of the top stars. Let's not forget Zion Quinn, the Samoa Ghost, one of the top stars in NXT 2.0.
Who?
Let's not face that. Zion Quinn, the guy that could beat Stone Cold Steve Austin in the ring.
Oh, that's funny because I've never heard.
Stone Cold retired. He retired.
Oh. That's funny because I've never heard anyone else talk about Zion Quinn. I think he's like a ghost.
He's a Samoan.
He's just a ghost. He hasn't been on NXT in quite some time.
Any of your favorite wrestlers?
I think post Triple H era, have we seen him on NXT since?
Nobody gives a damn.
Who?
I give it a 1.
Who? He's going back to rugby. Unfortunately now, after this incredibly terrible segment, we're going to get a match that was even more fucking terrible. Io Sky, Dakota Kai versus Alexa Bliss and Asuka. You can literally hear crickets in the crowd during this match. I've never heard a crowd more dead in my life. They were absolutely just bored out of their fucking minds, man. They were hating what they were seeing. They were bored. Every one of them, including me. Why Asuka is jobbing to these fucking girls is beyond me. Alexa hit a nice right hand followed by Asuka's bulldog. We get a cover and a kick out. Back from break, we see Alexa finally with a tag to Asuka, who comes in, takes out Sky with combos. We get a kick and a German suplex. Now, Dakota Kai was baiting Asuka with a distraction, and Sky with a double knee to the back of Asuka's neck. This did look good, I won't lie. The springboard shotgun drop kick to Asuka also looked good. We get the cover and a kick out. Alexa with a DDT on Kai, Asuka with a spinning back fist kick to the head. Now Alexa with a double DDT on Kai, and Sky tag to Asuka, who comes in and hits the Russian leg drop and the modified arm bar broken up by Sky. Alexa dumps Sky to the outside. Now we get the tag to Alexa Bliss, who comes in, goes for the Twisted Bliss. Kai gets the knees up, and Dakota and Asuka exchanging backhands and forearms. Goes for her version of the Haluva kick. Asuka dodges. Gets the Asuka look on Kai. Kai taps out. Asuka thinks she's won, but Kai is not the legal person. We see Sky now come in, roll up Asuka, and they pick up the win. Kai and Sky advance in your women's tag team tournament. Overall, I gave this a 1.5 star because it wasn't completely horrible as far as like some of the spots they completed, but the build up, the hype, my interest level, the crowd wasn't in it. It was a shit show because nobody really gave a fuck. Bad build-up, bad promo, really weak way to kick off Raw, and I don't like seeing Asuka getting jobbed on. I'm not a fan of the best woman in that ring getting jobbed on. You feel me? Because when I'm in a room, I look around in the room and I think, who's the best person in this fucking room? And most of the times it's me. So I know how Asuka feels. And she was in that fucking ring, and knowing she's better than every single fucking woman in that fucking ring, she's on a level they will never reach as far as wrestling is concerned. And deep down in your heart, you know I speak the truth. So why don't you go ahead, take us to the J Zone.
Damn, it was so hard for 1.5 star. I don't even know how to follow up with that. I thought it was great chemistry, great start by Kai and Asuka. I thought Asuka's penalty kicks to Kai's face looked like complete shit. Looked like he was just wiping dog shit from his sneakers. Bliss had that wicked right hand followed by the Asuka Bulldog. That was a nice spot. You mentioned Sky had those double knees and she did that springboard drop kick. I like that. I hated the part when Dakota Kai did this horrible kick and what's this guy called it? He called it a scorpion kick, Corey Graves. Which, no way that was a fucking scorpion kick. That was just a botch kick. It looked like shit. That break into the Russian leg sweep followed by the Asuka was also a nice spot. It's good to see the roll up. I mean, let's face it, we all knew who was going to win tonight. It's got to be a heel and a baby face. And am I happy about this match? No. Complete shit. Can I go as high as you? I can't. I'm going to just go 0.5 star.
I honestly originally gave it a 1 star, but after reading my notes and thoughts on the match, those couple of moves and spots they did that did look good is what raised that level. Like I saw moments of good stuff, but at the end of the day, it would 0.5 star. I'm not. You're right. Okay, I'm changing my grade. I'm changing my grade. You're 100% right. This shit, you know what? It was a 0 star. I'm gonna even go lower than you. It was a 0 star. This match was fucking trash because the build-up, the hype, the reasoning, all of it, fucking trash. This whole tournament's a disaster. How upset are you that Toxic Attraction is now not even in the fucking tournament anymore?
It's another person's game. That's it.
Yeah, but like, doesn't that bother you because they're NXT? You love them? No.
Honestly, I didn't even want to see them rush so fast, man. I'd rather see them not be rushed. So maybe this.
Yeah, but now look, we rush them and they're fucking injured. So does it even matter?
I'd rather not rush it. I think this is good.
Shit's
I
a
think
wrap.
it's a good path.
It's over, bro. Now we get an interview with Dolph Ziggler, and they're asking him, "How do you plan to bounce back after that nasty loss last week?" Last week, Theory was the better man, says Ziggler. I wanted to help him, you know? Now Finn Balor comes in, cuts him off, says, "You make me sick. You're the same as Edge. And as Rey Mysterio, you attach yourself to younger and up-and-coming stars. I'll teach the kids something." Finn says, "You can't teach me anything." "Kid?" Dolph says, "Aren't we the same age?" Slaps him in the face. And then he's by the curtain and says, "You just gonna sit there on your ass like a little bitch, or you're gonna come out to the ring?" I actually like this. I thought this was a good little promo for Dolph. It made him look a little good, but at the end of the day, did it really help him? I'll let you talk about the promo right after the match. It's not a lot. Finn Balor now is gonna take on Dolph Ziggler in the next match. He's coming out, Finn Balor with Rhea Ripley. Match starts off now. A little slow, but then Dolph hits a pretty bad drop kick. I know you saw that one. That first drop kick was pretty horrendous. Finn then took control with a chin lock while commentary. Dolph was talking, and they said something on commentary about Dolph. That they said he's the number one person on the list of superstars who are respected in the back. Now, let's be honest. Like, is that not the biggest lie in the history of commentary?
I heard lies before, like the scorpion kick, so this doesn't strike me one bit. This is horrible.
I highly doubt that. He's probably number like 17 on everybody's list. Oh, man. Back from break, we now see Finn slamming Dolph into the turnbuckle really hard. Ziggler counters the suplex with a knee to the face. We get a clothesline, a big leap into the 10 shots on the corner. Now a neck breaker from Dolph. Dolph Ziggler now hyped up. We get a big elbow drop, covering a kick out from Finn Balor. Finn with the stomps all over Dolph Ziggler's stupid ass. And moments later, he lands a sit-down powerbomb. We get a cover and a kick out again from Dolph Ziggler. Dolph now with a high drop kick that lands well. A jumping DDT, cover and a kick out from Ziggler. He counters a reverse DDT suplex into the Famouser, which was a nice sequence. Looked real good on Dolph's part. Cover, another kick out. Ziggler dodges the coup de grace and hits the zigzag. We get a cover and another kick out from Finn, who's still in this match. Both men now exchanging shots. Balor with a low blow. And Rhea Ripley out of nowhere with a punch to Ziggler's face. Now we see the 1916 reversed DDT and the coup de grace in the 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor, again, going over on Raw against, a pretty decent superstar. He took down Rey. Now he took down Dolph. Finn is obviously, in Triple H's eyes, gaining momentum. I gave it a 2.5 star because I saw 2.5 stars. One being Finn Balor, one being Rhea Ripley, and then Dolph was the other half a star.
You see these stars. I didn't
Stars?
see
Oh.
no stars.
No stars?
Whatsoever. I saw no stars in the ring. I saw no stars in the promo. I can't even believe I'm going to say this. Dolph Ziggler cut a better promo than Finn Balor on live TV.
Good point.
I can't believe I'm saying that. That just tells me everything I need to know about Finn. He's a mid for life in WWE. He will never move up to champion. I don't ever want to see him as champion. If I see him as champion, I will probably throw up here on live TV. Literally, throw up.
You're going to throw up on live TV?
This is horrible for a guy that I consider really high, and now he's basically, what's this guy? Who's a vid? R-Truth. He's basically R-Truth's level.
R-Truth level?
Let's talk about this match. He's got a nice sit-down powerbomb,
That's
which
pretty
he never
hard.
does in his repertoire whatsoever.
Did you like that?
I like that, but you know what I didn't like? This piece of shit new theme music he came out with that completely sucked. Nobody cared about it. I didn't care about it. He had the reverse DDT, which is basically a rip-off of Sting, as always.
Yeah.
I give it to him, the 1916. He did it reverse. I don't know why he does it reverse. It was never like that originally. It was always to the front. But now he likes to do it reverse. I don't know why you need a woman to help you out, especially when you was the first ever Universal Champion. and now you need women to help you out. This just looked bad. I don't know. I didn't even think Ziggler had a nice spot. The only nice spot he had was that turnbuckle shot that he took that looked legit.
Yeah, he made that look
Besides
good.
that, what did he really do? A favor, sir? No. It was nothing really special. He oversells. We all know that. And I'm not a fan of it. I can't even believe I'm going to say the score just because Finn I consider so high and Dolph completely sucks. I'm going to give it a 1.
That's pretty fucking low. I mean, Dolph, I get it, man. I understand where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, Dolph did his job, and he made 2 people look good. Rhea Ripley's supposed to be like a bad guy, heel, you know.
I want to talk about that. And you know why? It's a 1? Good point. Good point you just mentioned. Because the spot when he was basically going to get hit by Rhea Ripley, if you notice, he hesitated. He was waiting for her to get up on the rope. She didn't hit her cue. And he was just there waiting, and you could see her looking in his eyes like, hello, where you at? And then she finally came. That's another reason why this is a 1.
I'll give you that. I noticed that, but I didn't mention it because at the end of the day, Rhea Ripley, the shot was still good. She made it look good. Dolph, of course, made it look really good, believable. And she looks like a badass.
Nothing was on point. Nothing was on point in this match.
Yeah, but you know she's still money in the ring, though. Let's be honest. I mean, this isn't going to really hurt her career. It's not that serious.
I don't know.
Now you don't know?
I think Dominic Mysterio can beat her.
No, here's one thing I will tell you, and I just have to do it to you. I got to give you this shot. At the end of the day, here's a fact that I'm going to drop to you. And it's not just a fact, it's a spoiler, a prediction. Rhea Ripley will win more championships than Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez combined.
First of all, Savage, you must be smoking too much of your cigarettes because you don't know what you're talking about. We just saw last week one of the greatest matches, just like Flair and Steamboat.
Come on, these people don't even know about that. They're here for Raw, man. Let's not waste their time.
And Perez are one of the top 2 premier athletes we have
All
ever
right,
seen.
tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow. We get an interview now with Aaliyah. Did you ever expect to make a good tag team with Raquel, they ask her. She says Aaliyah goes on to say, I'm a bougie badass. Bayley comes in, interrupts, says, badass or just bad? Aaliyah, I was wondering if you were taking notes from the match earlier tonight between Sky and Kai. It doesn't really matter, though, because we all know Dakota and Io, they're going to go in, and they're going to win the whole thing. Asuka, is like asking where Raquel is. Aaliyah says it's none of their business. Trish interrupts, saying ding dong. And then, of course, Trish coming in to help out Aaliyah. They're asking Bayley, when are you going to return to action? And now, all of a sudden, we have a match between Aaliyah and Bayley coming up later tonight. They give us a reminder about Survivor Series. It's going to be coming up November 26th from TD Garden in Boston Arena. And next, we're going to get a match. Do you want to say anything about that interview? That shit was pretty pointless. Right?
Yeah, I thought Aaliyah came out a little strong. I just didn't want to see Bayley or the girls come out, but I thought Aaliyah came out a little strong.
Yeah, you still got it, though. Next, we're going to see... No, I didn't rate it. I definitely didn't rate that. All of a sudden, we get the Shush Alpha Academy Open Challenge next, which I thought was cool. I was like, oh, yeah, that's different. Chad Gable with Otis. He tells everybody, shush, please. Gable has a very important announcement. First time since inception, Alpha Academy has decided to now accept new students. I decided to start my search right here in Canada. Although I am starting to regret that, though. I'm looking up and down at Canada right now, and all I can find is toothless hockey players. Tells everybody again, shush, shush, shush. He says, look at your own Maple Leafs. They lost an ice hockey game to a team from Tampa Bay. Hey, shush. I know education is not your strong suit, but they don't even have ice in Tampa Bay. Here is a few more factoids. I have found no talent in Canada. Toronto, send me your best. Moments later, comes out Kevin Owens. We got a match now between Kevin Owens versus Chad Gable. KO kicking Gable's ass. This was a good fucking match, too. I like this match. The notes aren't a lot because it was a pretty straightforward match. Like I said, KO was kicking Gable's ass. We get a senton. Gable with a nice suplex on the outside. KO recovers quickly, tripping Gable on the ring apron, and now KO goes for the powerbomb on the apron. Gable counters and then hits KO with the German suplex on the apron to Kevin Owens. We get a nice cannonball from KO. And I love that Gable just takes it with no protection to the face. Just absolutely eats that cannonball. Both men now trading shots. KO with the beautiful, disgusting-looking shoulder breaker. Just absolutely destroying Gable. Like, if he could have pinned him right there, I would have believed that that was the end of the fucking match. Then we, instead of pinning him, we get the big 5-star frog splash. Then the cover, kick out by Gable. KO goes for the pop-up powerbomb. Countered. We get the stunner. The stunner then gets countered. Now Gable with the sick German suplex. And now the flying headbutt. That looked absolutely gorgeous. Covering a kick out, the match rolls on. Owens now with a swinging fisherman suplex off the top rope. Then he goes for the senton. Gable gets the knees up. Moments later, KO hits the pop-up powerbomb and gets the 1-2-3. I gave this a 3.5-star match. KO also tried to powerbomb Gable on the apron. Otis with the clothesline in the ring. They're back in the ring. We get the stunner to Otis and then the powerbomb from Gable on top of Otis as KO stands victorious. And I have to say the KO show is back and I'm fucking digging it. I liked it. 3.5. What'd you think?
I liked it except for one thing, but I liked when he came out with his original video. I liked when he came out with that new t-shirt. I'm even thinking about getting it. It just reminded me of the old KO that we saw debut in NXT. I love it. I love the attitude. I love the intensity. This match actually delivered. It delivered when Gable started cutting his promo all the way to the end. You know, Gable had that nice T-bone suplex on KO and on the outside, which I thought was really good. Then he did the back drop. Then the German suplex on the ring apron, which was really good. There was a high frog splash, but I'm going to say this one comment, which kind of happened in the beginning of Raw. It was plenty of commercials. So I felt like this match was also taken by us. So I felt like we were just kind of missing more of it, and I didn't really like that. And I didn't like it in the beginning of Raw either. I just felt like the video production and how it cut the commercial wasn't so great tonight. KO had that inverted fisherman suplex from the top rope. You know, I love when he did the super kick. I love when he taunted and he's telling everybody I'm going to do the pop-up powerbomb. It's just a great finisher. I always loved that finisher, which always had my eyes on him since day one. So I'm glad he bring it back. The only thing I could say is I could live without the stunner. Like, if we're going to this, let's just cut that out of the repertoire, but still doing it. So
He wants to be dangerous.
Hopefully it's not that much used. So it wasn't as much used tonight, which I appreciate. So I could appreciate you're going for it, but it's countered. I could take that. Am I gonna rate it perfectly? No, I'm not.
No.
But I'm literally at a 4 here. I just thought
I was going to give it a 4. I was going to give it a 4, but the fact that it didn't have any build-up, and because it was a little short, I can't go 4.
The promos, the way it started, it was just a nice intro.
It was good.
Even though there was no build-up. And it just came out, and the perfect opponent just came out for it. And we just saw a whole repackage right in front of our eyes that KO is back to being fight over fight.
Yeah, he was trying to retire Gable. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to fucking end this whole Alpha Academy. So that's his character now. His character is the gimmick breaker.
I think his character is like, look, I'm a prize fighter, and I'm going to beat whoever, and I'm going to get whatever. And I love it. And that's what I loved about him since day one.
Yeah, no, Kevin Owens is fucking awesome. But let's not forget, Gable looked incredible. That flying headbutt.
It sure did.
You know, I would nominate 2 of the moves from this match. I'd like to start a new segment called Move of the Night. So maybe every time we talk about the match, if there was a move from that match you want to nominate for Move of the Night, and then at the end of the night, we talk about what was the Move of the Night. For me, I'll nominate 2 moves. It would be that fucking inverted fisherman suplex off the top rope and that fucking flying headbutt from Gable. Those 2 should be in that discussion. They were incredible displays of athleticism and just beautiful. They looked incredible. Especially the way KO just straight up. You know how much strength that takes to be on the ropes and to turn somebody like that? Gable's not like 10 pounds. He's like 200 pounds something.
He's done it before.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But it just shows you that he still can go. He can still go at a high level. Next, we're going to get a promo from the Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley says we run Monday Night Raw and we're going to keep beating up everyone until you all believe it. Finn says, I keep Ray in my pocket. He is 6'1", mine. Priest says, only one lonely legend left to deal with. Edge. The hero returns. And it's going to be your last time here. I'm going to send you into retirement, and those cheers will turn into screams from your friends and family as you meet your Judgment Day. Priest went really fucking hard. He always does. I like Priest.
But this was horrible.
Yeah, no, Priest was the only one that shined in this tonight.
This was bad.
Yeah.
This was bad on all levels.
You noticed he was wearing a Priest shirt, too, not a Judgment Day shirt. Because guess what? They don't even have a shirt yet. That's how you know this is finito. There's no way WWE wouldn't capitalize on trying to make money off something they were keeping. Let's be honest.
I didn't like it.
Like, come on.
I didn't like this.
It was bad. Next, we're going to get a match between Aaliyah and Bayley. And I think this is going to be Bayley's first match since, like, early 2021. And, yeah, Bayley comes out. She's mocking Aaliyah, and Aaliyah quickly going to work with all the pinfall attempts inside Cradle. Bayley goes for a suplex, and Aaliyah counters. We get a hip toss from Aaliyah, half-ass crossbody in the corner to Bayley. Now Aaliyah with a modified Hurricane Rana cover and a quick kick out from Bayley, who now has Aaliyah by the ear, shoves her into the corner. I did like this spot. It made her look like a nice heel. And Bayley now with the stomps to the chest. Now we get the backdrop suplex from Bayley, which again, I like this. Straight from the corner, you just did a heel shit, nice strong backdrop suplex. We should have seen more of this kind of aggressive wrestling and all kinds of shit. We get the cover and the kick out, now stomps. More control from Bayley with the headlocks. Good corner work, making Aaliyah suffer slowly. Body shots from Aaliyah was really fucking bad. And this running cross-body shit that Aaliyah keeps doing, it's fucking brutal. Please make this shit stop. Bayley with another headlock. Slowing it down yet again. Bad spot. This looked real choppy as Aaliyah then counters Bayley's offensive attempts to basically a bulldog on the outside. The bulldog looked good, but the whole way that they got there looked fucking terrible. It was not good. They need to stop these bad fucking spots on Monday Night Raw. And then more sloppy, choppy movement in the ring. Another bad spot leads to a single leg crab on Bayley from Aaliyah, who grabs a handful of Aaliyah's hair. Again, that was decent because she's trying to be a heel. We see a modified monkey flip with a handful of hair, and now Bayley with a face plant and the 1, 2, 3 picking up the quick win. I gave this whole match a fucking half star, Jim. Half a star. Half. It was bad.
I don't even know where to begin because it just looked bad visually when someone's crying before the match even starts. And you can just tell the emotions was too much for Aaliyah, especially in her hometown.
Yeah.
And she just literally berserk cried. And even Bayley was, as the heel, was trying to make fun of it. But also you could see Bayley's face kind of change, I guess, seeing that emotion. So I didn't like that shit. I'm like, if you want to do that shit, save it for the end of the match, not in the beginning of the match. So as she's wiping
Why
her
is that?
she decides to do this nice hip split toss, arm toss that I thought she did was pretty awesome. I hate when she did that piece of shit, horrible head scissors. It looked like crap. I mean,
it did.
Bayley
Yeah, it
didn't
did.
even do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It was fucking
Didn't
bad.
even do a damn thing. But I think Bayley gave us a real clue that Sasha Banks is coming soon. She did her double knees to the dynamite in the stomach on the turnbuckle.
Snoop Dogg's cousin, Sasha Banks, coming back.
Sasha Banks' signature. So I thought that was the sign right there. I like that spot.
Okay.
Overall, can I really give this match a rating? I don't know because Aaliyah's footwork and execution
It's fucking brutal.
So bad in
Yeah.
this match. I don't know. She makes Liv
So,
look like
what do you, come on, nothing? Zero?
What would I say to this?
Zero? Zero? Zero. He's giving it a 0.
Zero.
He's going with a 0. I gave it half a star because Bayley's on her way back, but she looks like she definitely needs more. I hope so. I like Bayley, but she needs more work. She needs more work. Yeah, she doesn't look like the same Bayley. Hey, man, listen. She had a horrific accident, right? Horrific injury.
I don't care. So did Kevin Durant.
But everybody's different. Everybody's not Kevin Durant. How are you going to compare Kevin Durant to fucking Bayley?
They took a year off. They both
God,
took a year
man.
off.
I cannot believe you just compared it to Kevin Durant.
They both took the same time off. They both took the same time off.
But you don't know the degree of
She's just scared, man.
Exactly. Yeah, like I said, you're not hearing me. Yeah, but you're not being sympathetic to her fucking needs. You're being a piece of shit.
Fuck her. All right? What has she done for me? Fuck her, man.
All right, fuck her. All right, I agree. Fuck it. Fuck her. All right.
0.
Whoop-de-fucking do. All right, Toxic Attraction has been fucking injured. Now they tell us there's going to be a second chance fatal 4-way tag team match. Who gives a fuck? I'm moving on. Nobody cares. I'm fucking over it. Next, we're going to get a match. But first, you see a little segment with AJ Styles and Bobby Lashley. They're walking together, and we are told that they are joining forces later tonight for the first time ever. Whoa. Match, Miz and Ciampa versus AJ Styles and Bobby Lashley. AJ with the best drop kick of the night right into the mouth of Ciampa, who takes it, sells it, looks really good. Then we see a unique take on the double suplex from AJ and Bobby. Ciampa to Ciampa. Miz was trying to enter the ring, and then we see AJ just walk away from the double suplex while Bobby's able to just maintain Ciampa in there for the stalling suplex. Looked good. It was a nice take on that. It's one of the first times I think I've seen that, actually. It was a good spot. It was different, fresh, and anytime I see something like that fresh from, especially a guy like AJ, because he's such an innovator in the business itself, I liked it. We see Bobby and Ciampa. They're going at it. Bobby sends Ciampa out of the ring, landing on the Miz as we go to break. Now Ciampa and the Miz with the excellent teamwork, picking apart AJ Styles as we are back from break. We get a snapmare and a kick to the face on AJ from the Miz. We get a cover and a kick out. Miz with a kick. The DDT on AJ Styles. We get the cover and the kick out moments later. We get the Pele kick from AJ. Tag to Bobby Lashley, who comes in, cleans house. Shoulder thrusts all over the place. Big moves, taking everyone out. Now setting up for the big spear. Ciampa rolls out of the ring with Bobby. We get a chase down going on. He's going after Ciampa. We end up seeing him just sending Ciampa off the ring post. Look pretty good. We get the clothesline to the Miz. Back in the ring, Ciampa lands Willow's Bill, which is that modified DDT through the ropes right onto the fucking canvas. Dumped him. Now AJ back in. Miz gets hit by the phenomenal forearm over the top rope to the outside on the Miz. And now here's someone else trying to attack AJ Styles. I don't know who the fuck it is. It's a guy with black hair, has a white black hoodie on. This causes a little bit of a distraction. Gets Miz a chance to recover. He hit AJ with a boot to the face. Now we see Dexter Lumis put Miz in a chokehold, and Dexter is dragging Miz out of the arena. And if you don't know who Dexter Lumis is, well, let me show you a little picture of him. First of all, that's AJ getting he was about to get attacked by this guy, but security was able to grab him, drag him out. We don't know who he is. Maybe, Jay, do you know who that was? No clue, right? We have no idea who this guy is. Never seen him before, but obviously he's going to be somebody, right? Then we see he was probably the distraction set up by Dexter so he could get the Miz. They set that up very well because you see this first guy come, all the security comes running, about 15 of them. They stop him, and what happens for Dexter, that gives him the opportunity then to then grab the Miz from behind and literally drag him away on live television. Little kids there were crying. They didn't know what was happening. He's just getting dragged away by this crazy looking fucking guy. Ref says the match is over, and we see Bobby and AJ take out Ciampa, and it's not over until they say it's over. And they ask, can someone get eyes on the Miz? Overall, I gave it a 2-star, the match, because of the interference and, obviously not a clean finish. But the Dexter Lumis segment was money. That might be a 5-star segment for Mr. Dexter, as making a big impression and having TV time, real TV time. What'd you think about it?
I don't know, man. A lot of mixed emotions here. Every time I try to get something going and get in the right path, it seems to just go in a different route. which I'm seeing in Dexter Loomis, grabbing the Miz, which I don't quite get.
It's different.
But after that, I mean, let's face it, AJ had a nice drop kick. Ciampa sold it really well tonight.
Yes, he fucking did.
That would probably be move of the night for me.
Which one? Which move? What are you nominating?
Drop kick.
The drop kick from AJ to Ciampa, right? Yeah, goddamn, that was nasty.
Move of the night. This match has some nice spots.
That was money.
Styles hit the nice combination on the Miz. Miz hit the DDT on Styles. Styles hit the flat night DDT on both guys. I mean, everything looked good here. I love the distraction. We all knew something was going to happen to Dexter Loomis when we saw Adam Pearce before in a segment in the back with some guard showing a photograph picture. So pretty obvious he was showing Dexter Loomis. So it was just a matter of when he was going to come out. The whole Miz grab, it's just, I don't get it. It's kind of making me scratch my head on that. I always thought he would act with Bray. That was always my rumor. I'm still going to go with that, but this just throws me off. I don't really care less. I think that guy's just a distraction, nothing more.
Yeah, I agree.
But, grabbing the Miz, maybe he grabbed him as a way to escape, but you have to think why he was targeting him. So I don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense, especially when Miz is mentoring Ciampa, and that's what we heard from Corey Graves.
Well, maybe that's over now because Gargano was coming back, so it's going to be Gargano and Ciampa now, probably, obviously.
I'm going to say no to that, but overall, what I'll give is the same rating. I'll give it a 2.
Okay, yeah, I agree, man. I'm still hyped to see Dexter on TV. I'm a big Dexter Loomis guy. I think he's got a lot of fucking potential, and I'm glad to just see him getting TV time on the big show. So, shout out to Triple H for making that happen. And then, of course, commentary then was telling us all kinds of shit. They were telling us about a video package with Edge, and they called him The Edge. I know you heard him say that, right? He called him The Edge. The Edge. Homecoming for Edge in Toronto. Commentary was actually not bad tonight. I thought Saxton and Greaves had a little like Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby Heenan vibe going. You know, with obviously Saxton trying to play the good guy and Corey Graves being the asshole. They had a couple of moments tonight that wasn't completely terrible.
Saxton sucks.
Maybe. He's getting better, though. I did like how he told Corey to try him, though. He's like, I've seen you wrestle. He had a good line.
I got the perfect replacement for Byron Saxton. Its name is Maven.
I'm not even going to comment on that. Well, anyway, let's get to the best part of Monday Night Raw, which was the debut, a re-debut, because he's been on Raw again, but this is his re-debut. He's coming back for the first time in a long time. Johnny Gargano is now on Monday Night Raw. We get a big pop for Johnny wrestling. Johnny tells us he has missed us so much, and he gets in the ring to loud cheers. We get chants at Johnny wrestling, all breaking out. Says it's been 9 months since I've been in a ring. For those of you that don't know, my name is Johnny Gargano, and it was kind of a big deal. First Triple Crown champion NXT. I won some of those titles in this very building. It's great to see you again, Toronto. Lots of questions of when and where. I like how he said where I was going to show up. I was standing there with my fresh 6-month-old baby, and we were baby wrestling. Baby wrestling chants broke out. He says he will appreciate that when he gets older. Remember when I was younger, I had impossible dreams. I dreamed of becoming the IC champ, the US champ, the WWE champ, wrestling at WrestleMania. What type of father would I be if I didn't make my son believe that the most impossible dreams can come true? If you work hard enough, you can get anything out of this life. You will never fail if you bet on yourself. That's what I'm doing here tonight, betting on myself. And I stand here incredibly proud to say Johnny Wrestling is back in WWE, and we are just getting started until Theory decides to come out. Theory says, Johnny, what is this? Is this real right now? What's it been, like 9 months? Who's your daddy? Chants break out. Johnny, a lot has happened in the last 9 months. Johnny says a lot has happened. You've changed a lot. He's like, I've been changing a lot of diapers. It's good to see you. He said, you've changed a lot too, says Johnny. Everyone knows, says Theory. I became the U.S. champ, the youngest. I competed at Mania. And with this right here, I'm on my way to becoming the new undisputed WWE champion. And it's like all the things you dreamed of, except I already done them. It's like, Johnny, I got to tell you, I could have not done any of this without you. Now look at us. All these idiots are saying what, and we are on Raw. It's like I'm the vet, and you're the rookie. You can stand behind me and be my caboose. You can carry my bags. Even better, don't worry about the bags. You can carry this right here. When I cash in and I become the new, undisputed Universal Champion. Asks Johnny to hit him with the high five one more time. Hit me, Johnny, hit me. We see Johnny hit Theory with a super kick to end this segment. I gave it a 5-star just because I was genuinely surprised. I wasn't expecting this. I had no idea it was coming. And I loved it because of that. What say you, Jay?
You might have to mute your mic for this. Everybody's watching, please pay attention. I just saw basically the future #1 babyface of Monday Night Raw. His name is Johnny Gargano. Now, I'm sorry. Cody Rhodes lost his job. It's period. That's it. I don't even want to see him on TV. I don't want to see him Rhodes to the top. I don't want to see him anywhere. That's it. We have found the perfect replacement to replace the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. His name is Johnny Gargano. Johnny Wrestling. Not only was the promo so real, it was so smooth. It was perfectly done. It was a surprise, as you mentioned, which gave you the 5-star. It was a surprise to everyone. We all knew he was WWE bound. Let's face it, when Triple H took over, we even called it he was going to be one of those guys coming back. Even Gil said it, even you, even me. We all knew it was just a matter of time. Now, to do it in Toronto, now that's crazy because the pops he was getting, the fans knew who he was. I knew who he was. NXT champion, 3-time North American champion, first ever Triple Crown champion, tag team champion with who? Ciampa. Where they won? Toronto. So, I mean, what can you not say about this guy? I feel bad for Cody Rhodes right now. I do not want to see Cody Rhodes win the belt right now. I'm sorry. I do not want to see him be Roman. I don't need him in this. I have found the perfect replacement. His name is Johnny Gargano. We need to start putting merch on this guy. We need to start putting him to the top. We need to give him the pyros, give him all the splashes. We need to give him the Gargano clock down. We need to do everything for this guy because he is money. He is it. He sells seats. The fans reacted. I didn't even think he was going to get big pop because, you know, a lot of people don't watch NXT. We all know that. But we still do it, baby, because that's what we do and that's what we love and that's what I fucking love. So fuck you, motherfuckers, if you don't love it. Fuck you, man. But anyway, what I'm going to do, 5-star, man. 5-star. We don't need Cody Rhodes. I'm sorry. Take care of the baby. God bless the baby. God bless it. But we good right now. We got a savior in Johnny Gargano.
All right, that's great. Now you might want to mute your mic. Listen, Johnny Gargano has a lot coming his way, including everything he asked for tonight.
Oh, shit, man.
Oh, hold on, my friend. If you notice, your own friend that you love, Mr. Gargano, he said he wants the IC Championship, he wants the United States Championship, and then he wants the WWE Championship. So unfortunately for you, my friend, you have to wait until he gets the first one first. Which is probably going to be, I'm assuming, the United States Championship. He'll probably be the one to take it off Lashley, maybe, and that'd be cool. That'd be real fucking cool. Nice rub to his career.
If he beat Cody Rhodes in the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3, like I predict he's going to do once Cody Rhodes comes
Yeah,
back.
maybe he will. Maybe he will. At WrestleMania 40 fucking 2.
Cody Rhodes no more. It's over.
It's not over. It's a dynasty. It's wrestling's dynasty.
We just basically got lit.
Nah, man.
The #1
Cody has to win the world title for his father.
The #1 babyface is Bobby Lashley.
All right. First of all, so you know something, I want you to know something. You have to understand this. You know who trained? You know who trained Johnny Gargano?
Of course, the legend that's right now in position, just like there's all his fuck buddies right there, but we being all positions and VIPs and all this. I'm starting to see this. This is the AEW resemblance from what I'm seeing here.
What?
This is what
I asked you a question, you fucker. Do you understand who trained Cody Rhodes? It was Dustin Rhodes.
Was it?
Dusty. Dusty.
It was Shawn. It's Shawn Michaels. It's Shawn
I think Dusty was there.
No, it's Shawn Michaels. Dusty wasn't there. Dusty was drinking. He was at the back.
No, Dusty was there.
Just like he always does when he was. That's why we let his ass go a few times when he was going.
Nah, you're trolling right now.
I'm not trolling. He was probably drinking with.
Did Dusty Rhodes train Johnny Gargano?
No, it was Shawn Michaels. You are wrong, Savage. You are living a drunk fantasy right now.
No
You
way,
need to
man.
Smoke a cigarette and chill out and relax. It was
We're gonna
Shawn
find
Michaels.
out. I'm pretty sure he was there though.
A heartbreak kid.
He was there, man.
He wasn't there. He was
he
drinking
was.
at the back of the
Shut the fuck up. He wasn't drinking.
Like we saw in that movie Beyond the Mat, right there in the early
Yo,
80s, we all still
he was in NXT when Dusty was alive. So Dusty was there, and even if he was drinking in the back, he was probably talking to Johnny and helping him out.
Shawn Michaels trained him. Look it up. He trained him.
Yeah, who cares? That's great. That's why he's back. Why do you think he's back? Of course he trained him.
He's back because he's a better replacement than Cody Rhodes. We don't need Cody Rhodes right now.
Crazy.
He could do commercials for us. That's all we need him for. Commercials.
We'll have to wait and see what happens with Johnny. Johnny's definitely going to be winning belts and having sick fucking 5-star matches, so I'm hyped to see it. I love Johnny too, so I don't really care. I want to see him have his build. I'd rather him win the U.S. title, and then a year later, maybe 2 years later, he gets the IC title, and then all of a sudden he wins the Rumble, and yeah, he gets his fucking moment in the sun, and he wins the main event. I want him to win the championship at WrestleMania. I don't want him to win it anywhere else. Johnny's the type where he needs to win it at Mania off of Rumble win. And we know that's not happening this year. So maybe next year, maybe the year after. Yes, I agree with you. Johnny Gargano will have his fucking moment in the sun. He deserves it. He's just as good as Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson or John Moxley or any of these other fucking idiots you like. Johnny Gargano's probably better than most of these guys. Let's be honest. He's Johnny fucking wrestling, baby. I love Johnny wrestling. Anyway, we get a video reminder of Seth Rollins. What happened earlier in the night between Seth Rollins and Riddle, and they tell us next week we're going to get a face-off between Riddle and Seth freaking Rollins. And next week we're also going to see Kurt Angle will be on Monday Night Raw live from Pittsburgh. What do you think about this, Jay? Are you excited to see Kurt Angle?
Hell no, I'm not excited. But this just tells you what I said in the beginning. It's all ratings. Tonight was Trish Stratus and next week.
I have a feeling we're going to see Kurt Angle with Chad Gable, though, man. I think Kurt Angle's coming back to sign up for the Alpha Academy.
I hope not. We don't need to see Kurt Angle in the ring.
I'd love to fucking see it. Anyway, now we're going to get into the main event of the night. It's going to be Edge, the rated R superstar, versus Damian Priest in the main event of Toronto's Monday Night Raw. Edge all in white, looking like a super face. They really want him to be the full-on baby face. He's all smiles back at home in Toronto. He even has maple leaves on his knee pads. Is it possible that Edge could lose tonight? I fucking doubt it. After seeing those fucking knee pads, I was like, yeah, there's no way he's losing tonight. Both men now lock up. Damian overpowers Edge into the corner and he smiles at him while he backs him up and, he backs off, says, come on, bring it now. Both men walk the ring one more time as we see the lockup. The senior referee, Charles Robinson, on duty for this match. So you know it's serious when they pull out the senior referee, Charles Robinson. The only ref they haven't fired yet from 1999. Actually, no, I think he started in 2000.
I was thinking the early 90s.
Charles Robinson was there for the 90s, really? He's old school for sure, but goddamn. Yo, he's been around for a hot minute, bro. Goddamn, man. When did Earl Hebner retire from WWF? He like 1999? They fired his ass? Poor Earl.
He was too old, man.
Oh, man. Now Edge turns Damian around, sends him to the outside. Edge gives him the fuck you. Damian slowly walks up the stairs, making his way into the ring. Edge looks good early on, slaps Priest, shoves him into the outside. Then I gotta say, Edge and Damian look like they are almost the same size. They match up very well. Edge looks like he's in great shape, and Priest has incredible expressions to show disdain for Edge, something that many wrestlers take years to learn. Damien has picked up quite quickly. Edge with a wrist lock. Damien steps on Edge's foot, hits him with a right hand, sends him to the corner. Now a headbutt and an Irish whip in the corner. Edge slides out of the ring and Damien goes chasing around to get Edge. Edge then runs back in playing mind games. Edge then drops Damien on the outside, and now Edge with a power bomb on the barricade. That, again, I nominate that for the move of the night too. Very innovative. Looked super stiff as we go to break. Edge then rolls in to break the referee's 10 count. Back in the ring, we see Damien go for a shot, but Edge counters with an armbar of his own into a crossface, but Damien escapes to the outside. Edge with the flying dropkick, taking out Priest on the outside. Edge going after Priest, and we see Damien send Edge into the ring post hard. Let's also mention this match started at approximately 10:30, so these guys were going at it for a good 30 minutes actual in-ring time. We didn't get to see all of this because obviously there was commercials. Again, we're in one now. Back from break, Damien goes for a top rope backflip attack. Edge dodges, but now we see a double clothesline and a double boot. Both men now down. Moments later, Damien on the outside. Edge on the top rope with an attack to Damien. We get a one-handed punch. Seems excessive to me for Edge. Really high-risk attack that wasn't needed off the top rope to the outside is, pretty crazy for a guy his age and, with his list of injuries that he's had over his career. Now Damien with a chokeslam against the ropes, and it looked like it didn't really hurt. Priest now goes for the Razor's Edge and actually lands it on the fucking table on the outside. Edge went through the table. Good God, that actually looked really fucking cool. It made up for the shitty chokeslam as we go to break yet again. Damien going for the chokeslam off the second rope. Edge counters with a Hurricane Rana. Edge goes for the spear attack. Priest with a big boot to the face and the unprettier Christian's fucking finisher, covering a kick out from Edge. Damien and Edge now trading shots, kicks, and now Edge with the Impaler, the cover, and the kick out from Priest. Damien now sends Edge flying into the referee, hits the chokeslam, now goes to the outside, grabs a chair, and is looking for the concerto. As Edge rolls out of the way, we see Damien, who lands on the chair. Now Edge back in the ring, has the chair, breaks the bottom part off, grabs that bar, and applies the crippler crossface with the bar on Damien Priest, putting it right in his fucking mouth, trying to choke him out. Damien grabs the piece, knocks out Edge. We get a cover and a kick out from Edge. Edge lands the Canadian Destroyer on Priest and hits the spear, and this shit is over. 1, 2, 3. Edge is your winner tonight in Canada. 10 years in the making, and it's not over. Edge now back in the ring, goes for the concerto on Damien, but Rhea Ripley with a low blow and save on Damien. Now Finn Balor out there, and he hits the coup de grace on Edge, and then of course you see Beth Phoenix coming to the ring with a steel chair, trying to defend her husband, trying to make sure he's not going to get hurt or beat up any worse. But you have to blame Edge. Why did Edge have to go for the concerto? And if he's a face, it's hard for me to, how can you be a face if you're going for concertos? What did you think of this, Jay? I gave it a... Actually, I'm going to let you rate it first. You take us to the J zone right now.
I thought it was great exchange by both men in the beginning. It started as a wrestling match. Both men took the time in the match. Priest had the release Falcon Arrow. I thought the double clothesline, double boot spot was great. Edge, when he did the neck breaker on Priest, when he was hanging in the ropes, was also a good spot. Just looked great. Edge did that Hurricane Rana. Edge did the Impaler. Priest had the Reckoning, which were all great spots. I love when Edge did Priest's own move, that chokeslam sit-down spot, and then Priest did it to him. So that was also great. I mean, I can't say anything bad about this match. I thought Edge really led this match. You could tell he was calling spots every time they were headlocking and throwing each other through the ropes. But it wasn't really noticeable. And that's what a lot of people in this NXT 2.0 need to realize, that you need to cover yourself, You could also talk like this, you know what I'm saying? But you just can't. Edge made it, he sold it, and I think both men really worked at this match because it was just so crafted well. Everything worked. I can't believe that that powerbomb spot to the barricade. I can't believe this guy took it. I'm totally shocked at that.
That was wild.
That Priest even decided to even take that spot and looked really bad the way he landed, but somehow he fought through it, and I can't believe he took it for a guy that big. If you want to talk about MVP of the night, it's got to be Damian Priest, and it started from the beginning of the show. It started even in that whack-ass segment that we spoke about that we don't give a shit about, and Finn Balor came off like shit. He actually overtopped Finn Balor, a star that's been around for over 10-plus years, winning all types of championships. So, did he really shine tonight and could go into a solo route? Yes. I don't really think he needs work on his little promos. I think they're getting better as you hear him. So everything was just clicking in this match. Am I gonna go super high? No, I'm not gonna go super high. I thought that Edge top rope sledgehammer on the outside was unnecessary, as you were saying. You don't need to be doing that, especially when you're a well-known star, especially what you've been through with your neck.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it. I can't believe he even took that razor's edge on the announcer's table. I can't even believe he took that spot. I thought it wasn't going to break, but it did. So obviously those screws were more loose than what it was. So what would I give this? The thing about this is that everything was so great unto the end. I love the ending. I love the Canadian Destroyer to the Spear. I loved it. I just don't love the end. And I think it fell flat, and I thought it made Judgment Day look complete weak. Basically, you know, we all see the low blow, rear rip he did and whatnot, but then Judgment Day started to run away. And they run when Beth Phoenix comes in with the chair. And I'm saying to myself, why are they running away? There's 3 against 1. The other one is down. Why are these guys running away? Rhea Ripley is twice as big as Beth Phoenix. And I just felt that at that point, you just made her look weak. They shouldn't back down. The guys should surround her, and Rhea Ripley should take a cheap shot, and that's it. Lay them out, make them look strong, and walk away. Judgment Day has actually a strong, raw, probably finish we haven't seen in a long time, probably since Edge. So, did I like that part?
The reason why they did that is because it's his comeback tour with, you know, Toronto. Dude, you know for a fact after it went off the air, they let Edge probably talk for like half an hour.
But the point is, you can't do that. And it's 3 against 1. And there's different scenarios you could have finished out for Judgment Day to come Charlotte straight. They could look like pussies. I'm sorry. They just walked away. I didn't like that part. What I'm going to give this whole thing in general, I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. Thought it was a good match. I was entertained. There was some good spots. I thought Edge led the match well. Not really much spot calling if you really, really pay attention. There was maybe 1 or 2. So both men, and he made Priest look like a decent star. I'm not going to say a superstar, just decent star. So 3.5, man. I was really entertained this way. This was a good match.
Yeah, and I actually gave it a 4. I thought they killed it. They had half an hour to do the job. There was some crazy spots. That powerbomb on the barricade was nuts. The fucking Razor's Edge on the table was probably the move of the night, to be honest, because it's a fucking Razor's Edge through a fucking table, and the table fucking broke. It looked good. So, for me, that's my move of the night. What's your move of the night?
The dropkick.
The dropkick? Yeah, I'll give you that, but that Razor's Edge shocked me, too. I didn't see that shit coming. I thought Edge was countering that immediately. And then, no, just straight Razor's Edge through the fucking table. I was like, goddamn, boy. He took that shit hard body. That was Monday Night Raw, though. Overall, I'd give it a 3, whatever. It was watchable. There's been better episodes. Maybe 2.5. 2.5 to a 3. One of those.
I think I'm going to go 2.5 because I felt the commercials kind of killed some of the matches tonight.
Absolutely. The Johnny Gargano's the only thing bringing this shit up. Like, otherwise it'd be a 1.5.
I love that part, so I'm not gonna crap on it. But 2.5 is a decent rating for Raw, and I love Johnny Gargano, man. I love the guy. I thought
that's why I'm giving it a 2.5 to 3.
He's coming as babyface, and it's good.
If it wasn't for Gargano, this show would be definitely 1.5 to a 2. But it was a good show.
We're starting to see that basically the way is really not happening, and theories, all these rumors and hypotheses of how theory's going to cash, it looks like the way is not happening.
Well, honestly, now that Triple H is taking over, it's a whole different trajectory. We don't know anything anymore. It's whatever's in his fucking head. He's now Vince.
Gargano's babyface. We know Gargano's babyface.
For now.
No, we know he is.
For now.
Who's the number 1 babyface? Bobby Lashley right now.
For now. We'll see. We don't know what the game's thinking, bro.
He should be number 2.
Who knows? 10 years from now, it's going to be funny to look back and see who's going to be legends out of all these guys right now.
Johnny Gargano.
I believe that.
No doubt.
I believe that. Real quick, before we end it, there's a couple of things to talk about. Road Dogg was rehired today. PW Insider reported that Road Dogg, 53 years old, has returned to the company and he will hold an executive position. No word yet on what his role will be, but he is backstage for tonight's edition of Monday Night Raw in Toronto. In recent years, Road Dogg worked under Paul Triple H Lebesky in NXT. He was let go in January. Since that time, he has launched a podcast on adfreeshows.com, and he has been critical about AEW's booking. During a recent interview, he admitted that he had been hoping to land a job with AEW. For the last several months, the DOGG has been actively touting work with AEW and speaking on numerous podcasts about how he can help improve Khan's promotion. His fellow tag partner Billy Gunn was also actively trying to recruit him to AEW. What do you think about him coming back to WWE?
Listen, let's face it, nobody wanted that bum working under promotion or anything at all. Let's face it, he was begging for a job. He was like, please, Tony, I need a job, please. Nobody wants to hire me, Mr. McMahon and Lauren Knight. They don't like me, please. I need a job. We all heard it in Dave Messa. We all heard it in Cornette. We heard it everywhere. It was desperate. It was basically pathetic. Pathetic. You want to talk about a dumpster match? I just heard it right there where he was basically begging for a job. And now what happens? We have Triple H being the head of the charge. And listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought it was very fucked up to fire someone, right, so fast, and then the next day you just put your buddy into the same position. You just take the word senior off, and you just put vice president live event. I thought that was a low blow. If you're going to do it, which we all kind of knew he's going to put all his buddies there, right? If you're going to do it, why you just can't wait a week? At least wait 7 days and then announce, hey, we're going to make now Road Dogg basically vice president of live events. I thought it was a cheap shot to Jarrett. I guess Triple H doesn't really see him hide in his favor. I guess he's getting rid of all McMahon's hiring. And do I like it? I mean, we got to see. I mean, it's live events. I mean, we're not really watching it, right? So I'm pretty sure he's going to do a decent job, just like Jarrett's been. Can't really say.
Okay. Now, real quick, let's get into one other thing here, which is going to be Mr. Big E over here. Unfortunately, Big E provided a huge update on his neck injury. He said, for right now, I am clear to live a normal life. And I do live a normal life, but I'm not clear to be taking off and hitting suicide spears and be taking back bumps. The nature of what we do is very physical. It involves your neck and your spine. And I'd like to keep that as intact as possible. So for me, right now, kind of the next step is they want to take a look at me again after a year, get some more scans. So we're talking about March 2023 to see what's doing. We might also, along the way, at the 6 to 9 month mark, look at it again. But the upside is that right now I have no serious issues. There's no tingling. There's no weakness. Jay, you're being really disrespectful while I'm reading something about someone's neck injury. If you were laid up in your house, fucking laid up, do you want me to be telling everybody that you're just done? You're not going to fucking do your job again?
I don't want to hear the sob story. He's done. We all know he's done. He should have never signed up for it. We all knew he decided to go with Ridge Holland and say, you know what, Ridge? I want you to belly to belly me on the outside. That was a horrible mistake. Why would he put his veteran, all his talent on a rookie? That's what happened. And a rookie made a mistake. We all know things can happen. And what happened? He has the same issue as Paige. He has the same issues as Edge. He has the same issue as Stone Cold. These are serious issues. Let's face it. I love the updates. I'm glad he's living a healthy life, but he will never wrestle again. And I think you could even admit it that, yes, it's horrible. I'm glad he's doing great, but it's not worth for him seeing in the ring again. Let's face it. The New Day is over.
All right. The fact that you're even saying stuff like that, what do you think he would say to you right now if you said that to his face?
I'd be like, I think you're telling the truth because I think my career is over. I think his career is over.
Yeah, but look at Edge. Like you said, Edge, it's funny. It's funny because you just said Edge had the same thing. But so what, though? It doesn't matter.
So what?
So he can't come back one day?
He cannot come back in a year? No.
Who said a year? I'm not rushing him.
He's updating. You're telling me he's updating us, right?
I'm just reading what the update said. It's not my update. This is straight from Big E's mouth.
But let's face it. Big E is a big social media influencer. He's gonna update us all the time. I just don't see it happening. Unfortunately, it's a horrific accident. I would not trust a fucking green like Rich Holland because he looks dangerous. Let's face it. The moves he does on wrestlers besides Big E, it's not great. You could even admit that. So it's horrible.
Are you done yet with your negativity? Because honestly, your negativity is drowning.
He was not wrestle. I'm telling you. I hate to cut it to you.
Are you done yet
with
your negativity?
You know, I know you love your Cheerios and pancakes.
Still going?
I'm sorry. You have to make your own pancakes.
All right, are you done?
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Don't listen to Jay, people. If you put your mind to it, you can come back from
These
almost
people are
anything.
agreeing. They're blowing up my phone.
Nobody's blowing up your phone. There's not one message on your phone. Don't listen to Jay. Jay is just very down, very negative person.
It's a serious injury. It's a serious neck injury.
Yeah, but if he works hard and he does his job, maybe in 5 years, maybe he can come back if it gets better. I wouldn't, if that's what he wants. Yeah, you don't know. What does it have to be 1 year?
Why can't he be a global ambassador for us?
He can, but you never know. He might be able to get back in the ring one day. We don't know. Nobody knows. You can't tell the future. You really can't. Because if you could tell the future, you'd be a fucking billionaire right now and you wouldn't be on this fucking show.
Let me tell you a story of Jason Jordan, which we all thought he was...
Alright, I don't want... No, I don't want to get into Jason Jordan.
What happened to him?
Everybody's different, though. Everybody has a different injury. It's not always the same.
It's the same.
But everybody's body is different, Jay. Everybody's body is different. Everybody reacts different to injuries. The injury that I had on my right foot, Jay, maybe you have... Can I explain something to you? Jay, how many surgeries have you had? Jay, how many surgeries have you fucking had?
Listen, this body...
I'm asking you a question right now. No. How many surgeries have you had, Jay?
When I was taking bumps...
Jay, how many surgeries have you had on your body? How many times have doctors ripped open your flesh? How many times have doctors ripped open your flesh to perform a surgery on your body?
Savage, according to my lawyer...
How many times?
...disclosed that information.
Yeah, okay. Well, either way, my friend, surgery-wise, when you have surgery, somebody could have the same injury but not have the same recovery. If this happened to you, maybe you're not making this fist right now the way I am. Because I know when I read online when I was recovering, it says 50% of the time you will never be able to make another clenched fist when you have 3 or more ripped ligaments. Yet here I am with a clenched fucking fist that I've done. Because I miraculously worked it every day. Every day. Working it. Going to physical therapy. Getting up at 6 in the morning. Going to physical therapy. And working with some asshole doing these stupid fucking things. But here we are today. So my point is this. Everybody's different. Everybody's injury is different. Not everybody can put in the same level of work in the rehab. And that's where it really comes in. And then other times, like you said... Certain injuries sometimes are just so devastating. It's over, yes. But you don't know everybody's specific situation. So to downplay it, it's not nice.
You loving pancakes and everything.
Pancakes? I don't love pancakes. No. I'd love to see Big E come back. First of all, Big E should have had Bobby Lashley's gimmick right now. Whatever Bobby Lashley's doing, Big E should have been doing it first.
Listen, let's face it, when Big E won the belt, it was a great feeling. But the next day, it should have been stripped off of him. Let's face it. It was just a clown move to put the belt on him. We did it because he's African-American. Vince McMahon did it because that's what he saw. He didn't see the potential that Big E can be without this whole silly gimmick of him dancing like a buffoon with the WWE Championship. We could have made him into a real serious threat. Just like he did when he came up with AJ and Dolph Ziggler. If you forget, he was a killer bodyguard. Instead, we made him look like a buffoon out there, dancing exactly like Shaky, dancing his stupid ass off with the WWE Championship, which is why he never got a serious run, which is why he never put butt seats in all those freaking TD gardens and everything. Even Toronto, with all those mother Canuckers up there, he never put butts in seats because he was a buffoon, and that's how Vince McMahon saw it. And we know what, Vince, we're glad you're gone because if he was here, he would be a star. He would be a fucking star. Triple H made him a star. But no, Rich Holland wanted to do this horrific accident. You piece of shit. You piece of shit.
Well, regardless whether Vince saw the potential, which I think Vince did see the potential, but Big E in that time frame. Let me see my piece, please, for the love of God. The point is, when Big E is a victim of being at the wrong time, wrong place, like the wrong writers, wrong creative. Like you said, if he was here in today's version, yes, instant fucking change, instant star, instant whatever. Whatever the fuck, man. Who gives a fuck? Let's move on, man. Tanel Dashwood, once known as Emma, has announced that she is no longer with Impact. Jay, where do you see her landing? Do you see her landing in WWE or AEW?
Nowhere. She's a loser.
Cool. All right, let's move on to the next real quick. Just under 4 months of being rehired by WWE, Senior Vice President of Live Events Jeff Jarrett has been released. According to a report, the Hall of Famer has exited his role last week. Several sources are saying that the departure happened on Friday, but it isn't confirmed. He's been working as a producer in WWE from 2019 to 2021. He would have later returned to WWE in May to become the Senior Vice President of Live Events, and there's no word yet why he left his role, which is, we know why.
Exactly. Surprise. I say surprise, 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 because are we really surprised? No, so I'm not surprised.
But at least in that defense, Road Dogg hasn't been named the Senior Vice President of Live Events, though.
Nobody wanted to hire Road Dogg. He sucks, man. Let's face it.
So what do you think? Is he going to be just getting the wrestlers? Like, I think he should be in the back doing catering. That's what I would do if I was Triple H. I'd be like, listen, you're going to help the caterers out. They're going to unload the food. You're going to set up the food. Let me ask you another question, real quick, and I want an honest answer. Honest answer. What's your favorite Road Dogg match of all time?
He had matches?
Come on now.
He had?
For me, it was the dumpster match with New Age Outlaws versus Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie. That match was awesome. You were a New Age Outlaws fan. I remember you saying the whole thing when Road Dogg would come out, and you would sing along to it the whole time, the whole entrance.
He got me confused with Big Enzo and Gas, but I don't know anything about this.
You used to get hyped for the DX music when it came on, man. Shut your ass up.
Oh, man. I know Triple H regime got you all hype over here, but over here...
You know you loved the music for the first 2 years. Don't lie to me.
Savage, let's face
it got corny. You hate it because they dragged it out.
Who wants to see all these corny matches? Nobody gave a fuck. It was all just promo. But let's
The
face
disrespect.
No, the disrespect is what Triple H did to Jarrett.
The disrespect.
You don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about all your buddies in DX. That's what you want to talk about.
My buddies in DX. No, it's fucked up that they fired Jeff. I don't know why they couldn't keep him on board and just, like, why can't they all work together? What's the problem?
DX, baby, yeah. Fuck guys.
So is Billy Gunn and the Acclaimed on their way to the WWE? And maybe the Ass Boys too?
I don't know, but Billy Gunn lost a lot of hair.
It's fucked up, man.
Fucking bald as fuck.
Tomorrow night, we don't have anything to look forward to on NXT. That shit is trash tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, we have one of the most important things to look forward to. Grayson Waller Effect Show. First ever guest star, Apollo. So
yeah, that's a pretty terrible first guest.
And let's not forget one of the top rising heels of our generation, Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. They're on a trilogy. I can smell it. They only have one match. We're setting up for number 2.
All right, we'll see about all that. But anyway, I'm more excited to see what's going to happen on Wednesday night, just for the possibility of maybe MJF showing up.
Tiffany Stratton, your girl.
She's fighting tomorrow. No, yeah, she's going to beat up Wendy Chu. Congratulations. But I'm more excited to see MJF maybe come back after CM Punk beats Moxley, and what are you calling for Wednesday? Moxley or Punk?
According to sources. Is that AEW is striking a new TV deal in September, right? So according to sources, they need to get the ratings up, and they're saying that MJF may come out this Wednesday. That's the rumor going on right now.
I've been calling it.
That's something what I think me and Gil's been on the same page about. I think it's a little too early, but hey, if they gotta do it, they gotta do it. I would love it, but I got Punk all the way 150%. I don't give a shit about Moxley. I'm sorry, Savage. You may like some of his matches.
What?
You may give 2.5. I know you have a Moxley shirt in the back of your closet, but for me personally,
Yo.
I do not like this
Watch
guy
your
bleeding
fucking
every
mouth.
30 seconds.
Watch
Every
your
30
fucking mouth.
seconds, I don't like this guy bleeding in the match.
I don't have no fucking Moxley shirt. I don't have no fucking Shield shirt. I don't have no Dean Ambrose shirt. I don't have a Moxley shirt. I don't have any of that shit. Shut your stupid ass up, man. He's the third worst member of his fucking faction again. For the second time in the second company.
I am definitely looking forward to Wednesday for sure.
Punk is taking that title back, and then MJF is going to come on and drop his stupid ass, and they're going to have a match. They're going to have a match at All Out, and MJF is going to be the new AEW champion, and I'm going to have to spend $800 on the AEW World Championship so I can get it signed by MJF.
I might have to spend $200 on the dog.
Maybe.
If it happens.
How good would that be? How happy would you be if MJF just is the champion in September on Dynamite?
Great. I just hope I could get a shirt and wear it in time for, you know.
They need to let him go on a colossal run, though. Like, they should let him have the title for at least 2 years.
Well, you know he can't wrestle that well. But, you know.
I think he can. I think he can. He puts on good matches.
Oh, he runs away, bro.
So what? That's his shtick.
He always runs away since Cody days. Like,
Yeah, well, we're seeing the evolution of MJF. What if he gets better every match?
But I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow and Wednesday. Wednesday for 150, 200% sure. Definitely looking forward to Wednesday.
Yo, we might see the Pinnacle come back, man.
I got pumped.
What if Wardlow joins with? Do you think Wardlow looks dumb if he joins back with MJF if he has the title?
I think you should just take it straight up.
But with FTR, like FTR gets Wardlow and MJF back, and they put together back the Pinnacle, and then you have FTR, Wardlow, MJF with all the gold.
If you know what would be better, if he comes out with someone new, that would be better. I don't want to see Pinnacle.
You got to think that though, because they said it. FTR said Pinnacle.
Why not bring someone new that we don't even know? Just keep us on our toes.
And what if Sean Spears then turns on fucking MJF and Sean Spears becomes champion? I would love that too. Sean Spears, man. Chairman. Give me the chair. I want more of the chairman.
Baby, man. He ain't gonna come out.
I hope so. Well, that's because Tony Khan's a piece of shit. Tony, if you ever watch this, you're a piece of shit. And I come to your shows and I upgrade my seats and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, because everybody leaves your show.
Yeah, and if you even put my picture up, I'll just wear a mask.
I wear a brown paper bag.
Yeah. I'm going to wear a Lucha Libre mask. What are you going to do? Nothing. Piece of shit. You can't stop me. That's the best thing about the fans.
September, Tony. See you.
I have freedom of speech and the constitutional right to buy a ticket to any show in the country. You piece of shit. Technically, I'm banned from Madison Square Garden, but guess what? I went back there plenty of times. And that guy told me in the elevator, "You're banned from Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
Don't ever come here again."
Shit arena.
Fuck you. Fuck you, you fat manager from Madison Square Garden. You piece of shit. Yeah, you really hate MSG, don't you?
Fucking full of crackheads. I don't want to fucking go around there, man.
What arena isn't filled with crackheads? Oh, man. Anyway, guys, that has been Wrestling with Savage. Raw came to you live from Toronto, Canada.
Get into NXT 2.0. It's the hottest show every Tuesday. Me and Savage cover and break it down.
Yo, Jay, I might go to Survivor Series. You down?
Maybe.
I'll drive. It's in Boston.
Maybe.
Maybe. We get some cheap-ass tickets and then upgrade.
If Braun Breaker's in the match.
You know Gilch is down.
That man's going everywhere. From Philly to BA, he's going everywhere, man.
Yeah, Gilch fucking met more wrestlers.
He's probably in New Orleans right now.
He met more wrestlers yesterday than we've met in the last 2 years.
He's on a roll, man.
He's on a roll.
We'll get there in a month.
We'll get there. We keep going. Anyway, this has been Wrestling with Savage, episode 84 in the books. Thank you so much for watching. You're about to watch the intro from my cousin Crittext. Shout out to you. We appreciate you and the song that you have done for us. Everybody have a good night. God bless. Jay, thank you for being here as always. Have a good night. And we'll see you tomorrow for NXT 2.0 Triple H edition.
In the history of Podcast.
And you are watching Wrestling with Savage. But of course,
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. Smackdown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
I'm trying to give these two WWE legends